Hello all. This session includes some basic concepts in our economy which you should be aware of. Interest rate, though seems not related to stock market, it is actually very much and so closely related to it. Let's get to some basics before getting into the further details of this interest rate. So first of all, repo rate is the rate at which the RBI or the central bank of the nation. So here the central bank in India, it is Reserve Bank of India. So I am referring to RBI, lends money to the banks. So there is a central bank, the main bank in the country, and there are other banks which normally interact with the public. So RBI lends the money to the banks, and bank in turn lends the money to the public. So RBI can be considered as the banker for banks. RBI as in the central bank of the country. So banks borrow money from RBI at an interest rate called repo rate and then lends money to us at an interest rate higher than the repo rate. So banks basically takes the money from RBI at an interest rate which is called the repo rate, and they lends the money to us public at a higher interest rate which is having a margin over the repo rate. So that is basically the profit for that bank. So in other words, the difference between the bank's interest rate and the repo rate is the profit margin for that bank. In US market, the RBI equivalent or the central bank there is the Federal Reserve, and the repo rate there is named as the official cash rate. So though the concept everything remains same, only the names of the banks and the interest rate vary. So the repo rate or the official cash rate, as the case may be, is the tool by which the central bank, that is RBI or the Federal Reserve, regulates the inflation. So if you have too much of inflation, it's not good for the economy. And if at all you have a negative inflation, which is otherwise called deflation, is also not healthy for an economy. So the central bank tries to control the inflation by regulating the repo rate, as it in turn controls the interest rate of lending by all the banks in the country. If the repo rate is increased, then the interest rate of the bank also will have to be increased. So the increased interest rate leads to higher cost of borrowing money from the banks, leading to lesser lending and thus lesser money in circulation in the economy, which reduces the liquidity. So this affects stock market in mainly three ways. One is that as no excess money is available with the public or the investors like us to invest in the stock market, the market may fall because the liquidity is not there, so there is no excess money. So basically we will divert our money for our basic needs alone, and as there is no excess cash available, so stock market always comes as a secondary thing for normal public. So the investing there normally goes down. So there can be a temporary fall in the market. Also, higher spending means more consumption, more revenue for businesses, and stock market goes up. Similarly, as the companies need money from banks for investing in capex or expanding their business, and hence the income or the revenue, and with increased interest rate, the company's cost of lending would be higher, because interest rate is high means if the company wants a capex, then they have to lend it from the bank and they have to pay more interest, means their cost of capex is high. So the cost of lending would be higher and they may decline to go for new investments, and they may wait for some interest rate to come down or something like that. So the capex cycle for that year may go down. So lesser investment in capex lead to lesser revenue and hence lesser profits, and hence the market loses enthusiasm in the stocks. In these stocks wherein the capex is not there, there is no earnings revival, and hence the and the particular stock or the set of stocks fall, and hence the stock market. Vice versa, as the central bank decreases the repo rate, say, the cost of the borrowing is lesser and it's easier to borrow at a cheaper rate. This creates liquidity in the economy and hence people invest in stock market, taking it to higher levels. Also, the companies may borrow at a cheaper rate and invest in capex for expanding the business, resulting in higher revenue and hence higher profit, and if managed well it will have higher profits. So the stock market appreciates up. Basic concept hence is that interest rate changes the willingness of individuals and businesses to borrow money. Also, it is to be noted that if the interest rate is low, then investors are willing to invest in stocks rather than bonds, since the bond yields go low with a lower interest rate. I repeat, the bond yields go low with a lower interest rate. Bond yield is as in the coupon rates, like the interest you get from a bond while you are invested in it. So that goes low with a lower interest rate. So bonds and stocks actually goes in a different direction as far as the interest rate concept is concerned. Also inversely, as the interest rate go high, the bond yields go high. Instead of rising stock market, uh, instead of investing in stock market. So many times you can see that if the stock market is in a downtrend, say because of this corona season or any other pandemic situation or any fear in the market, so there is always a tendency by people to withdraw the money from the stock, either book the losses or whatever minor profits they have got, and they invest those money into safer investments like bonds. Though they yield lower percentage of interest, they are still considered to be safer. So and hence so while investing into bonds, this whatever they are taking out of the stock market, so basically whatever they are booking the profits or whatever money taken out of the stock market, leaving into a downfall or the stock market goes down. So these are the various effects of interest rate with respect to the stock market. So from this session it is very clear that interest rate has lot of things to do with the stock market. It is not just the home loan interest or other interest which is affected by the RBI's repo rate regulations. Anyhow, I am conveying in depth about the detailed working of our economy in the next session, further solidifying your fundamentals. Happy investing.